Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel Mayta What Ifs. Today I am back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Became Overpowered at Birth. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie. Now before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to Jimmy Desetais for suggesting this idea. And moving onwards, I will be maybe uploading an story on Apollo Uchiha channel today or maybe tomorrow. Who knows? So be sure to check your notifications when the video is up. It will be if I do upload, I mean it will be after a few hours of this video being uploaded. Anyways, enough said. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins on October 10th in nighttime in Konoha Gakure no Sato. As we go towards the said village to see that, the whole atmosphere was peaceful. The night was peaceful. The civilians were resting either at home or were enjoying their times at bars. So could be said for the shinobis who were returning from their missions. But we go towards the Hokage office where we see two men pacing back and forth, left and right. One of them was an older man. The other one was a young man as well. These two were Kakashi Hatake and Hiruzen Sarutobi. They were currently waiting for their current Hokage Minato Namikaze to arrive and tell them something of a good news. But they were still on edge because what was happening was their Jinchuriki and the wife of the fourth Hokage, Kushina Uzumaki, has went under labor. And this time is the most crucial and critical time for the female Jinchuriki because this is when the seal of the Jinchuriki that holds back the Biju from breaking free is close to being broken. And this is the time when the Biju will try its best to leverage over everything. And that is why they were on edge and hoping for the best. Anbus were on standby alert, and Kakashi himself has alerted his team to be on standby. As Kakashi then said, Hiruzen-sama, you need to calm down. Everything will be hopeful. All we gotta do is just trust Sensei. I am trying my best to calm my nerves, Kakashi. It's just that when you get to my age in this profession, you tend to be much more careful because anything and everything can happen in the shinobi world. Always remember that. And suddenly there was an explosion that was heard as both of their eyes widened. Damn it, me and my big mouth, cursed out Hiruzen as both of them dashed towards where that explosion came from. And as soon as they got outside, it was the hideout spot where the birthing was going to be taking place. Damn it. That is where Sensei and Kushina-sama is. And Bibako-sama, we have to go there. As Kakashi as well as Hiruzen dashed towards there, only to find that the chamber has been destroyed. Oh no, Bibako. As Hiruzen went down to his knees to see that his wife was laying on the ground, and she was not breathing, alongside many of the nurses who were there. Oh no, where is Sensei and Kushina-sama? You have to go find them, Kakashi. I'll come look for you soon. Just give me a few moments. As seeing that the old man really loved his wife and now was seeing her dead and was in a state of shock, Kakashi complied. Yes, Hokage-sama. As with that said, with a respectful tone, we see Kakashi dash away. As now we see on the other side, Kakashi sensed that his sensei was fighting on the other side of the, Hokage monument. So he rushed towards there, only to find a masked person and his sensei being the center part of the attention and fighting one another. As the sensei was able to get the masked person injured, but not before. On the other side, the three of them fell still and felt chills run down their spines to see that the Kyubi has risen. Oh no, Kyubi, it has broken free. As that is when the masked person yelled out to Minato, what are you gonna do, Minato? On one side, it is your beloved village, who needs their Kage to protect them from the mighty Biju. On the other side is me, the one who caused all of this. Who you're going to choose? Both of you, yelled out Kakashi, taking this chance to charge up his Chidori and slash towards the man. Go and take care of that, Sensei. Leave this to me. As now we see, Kakashi then said, you're going down, punk. As both of them went and decided to have a battle of their own. As Minato, seeing this, went towards Kushina to see that she was barely able to survive, but she won't be able to make it. Minato, Kushina, just stay down. I'll get some medics. No, you and I both know that I won't be able to make it. Uzumaki's thankfully due to their vitality have a few hours after the biju being extracted before they pass away. And to add on that, I am chakrally exhausted. I have a few bit of chakra within me. We're gonna do what you told me we would do. But that was only a joke. I did not thought for a moment that this would happen. But right now it is, Minato. And this is the only hope for our son and for this village. And to make sure that both are protected, we need to do this. Surprisingly enough, Hiruzen arrived there in the great moment. Kushina, Minato, thankfully you both are alive. Where is Kakashi? He's taking care of the masked person. Damn it. So someone was involved. Someone must have talked. What are we gonna do about the Biju though? Said Hiruzen, we have to take care of that first. We have decided. I'm gonna make my son Naruto the new Jinchuriki. As Hiruzen's eyes widened, what? But Minato, a newborn Jinchuriki hasn't been done before. It could be dangerous, and that is why I'm going to be using the Hakai Fuyin seal. You're going to use the Reaper Death Seal? Said Hiruzen with a shocked-filled expression. Yes, that is the only solution. That is the only outcome that I see now. Kushina won't be able to make it as well. So that leaves only you and Kakashi to take care of Naruto. Please, we don't have much time to argue. As Hiruzen then said, but Minato, the village... I don't think I would be able to continue on after I am able to survive this night. I know for sure that I won't be able to. Why? Because I have to sacrifice myself. You don't know how to do the Reaper Death Seal, Hiruzen-sama, because you never learned and never thought that it would be of use. But I did. And now I have to use it. And so, after having a little bit back and forth, it was decided, since they were on borrowed time anyways. As now we see, they arrived at the battlefield. As Minato began to prepare for an altar, Kushina, using her Uzumaki adamantium chains, was able to hold still the Biju while Gamabunta attacked, giving an edge to the shinobi of Konoha while Minato was doing his best. As now we see, Minato was doing the hand seals. At the same time, Kakashi arrived there, slamming the masked person into the tree next to them. As Kakashi was wounded and injured badly, holding on to his side while grimacing, Kakashi said Kushina as well as Hiruzen, "Go ahead, Sensei. Do it. That person is down. In exchange for his soul, you can do it." As that is when we see Obito charge towards not only Kakashi but towards Naruto. As Naruto was about to be injured, Kakashi jumped in. With his hand still charged with Chidori, we see that Kakashi was impaled by a kunai from the man. Die, you damn bastard! You deserve to die! As Kakashi, then gathering his courage, stabbed the man straight through the chest, straight through the heart, with his Chidori-filled hand, as both of them were now frozen, as the mask slipped from the old person, revealing it was Obito Uchiha. Kakashi's eyes widened, and so did Minato's and Hiruzen's. Obito? Yes. It is me, Obito. As with that said, we see that Shinigami appeared, and seeing what was happening, Shinigami decided that it would be best to save Naruto and seal the Biju within him. But before doing that, Kakashi had an idea. Sensei, can I request something to Shinigami? Shinigami nodded. Please, Shinigami-sama, give Naruto mine and Obito's abilities. Knowledge, skills, chakra reserves, and the dojutsu we share. What are you talking about, Kakashi? Said Obito, who was still holding on. Thanks to Kakashi's hand still being impaled, the blood wasn't seeping out, but he was in deep pain. As Shinigami nodded, and with that, ripped its stomach apart with a smaller kunai-like sword, and three chains ripped out. One went to Minato, the other two went to Kakashi and Obito, extracting their souls as payment, and it was done what was needed to be done. And the Biju was once more sealed within Naruto Uzumaki. As Kushina then held on to her son for the last moments. As at that moment we see some of the clan head friends arrived, and some of the civilians were also watching this, who have arrived at the battlefield since the Biju disappeared. One of them was the head of the civilian council, who has recently become the head, and that was Mibuki Haruno, the close friend of Kushina. As she saw, Kushina was on ground and holding a blonde-haired boy. Protect my son. He is the hero of this village. He is the Jinchuriki. He is the jailer of the Biju. My husband, he he made sure that the Shinigami would hold up to the end of the bargain. And the Shinigami will. With that said, Kushina with some tearful eyes apologized to Naruto for the harsh life that was about to come, and even told him that how much she loved him, before closing her eyes for good. As Hiruzen closed his eyes, there was no celebration, even if the village was able to be secure. It was a moment of sadness as Hiruzen picked up the child, and that is when he then said, Anbos, take away the bodies, all of them to the morgue. What about this man? He was once a shinobi. He might have lost a path, but he was a loyal shinobi to Kuna at one point. Take his body there as well. And so, these bodies were carried there, while Hiruzen began to carry Naruto, who was crying, silently across the village towards the Hokage office, in silence, as the civilians who were standing there began to watch with shocked-filled expression what has just happened in front of them, and what they have witnessed. And so could be said for the shinobis. As back at the Hokage office, we see that Hiruzen sighed, as that is when Yagao Uzuki, the student of Kushina, arrived there. Ah, Yagao, what can I do for you? The council has called for you, Hokage-sama. I wish to look after Naruto while you're gone. I see. Thank you, said Hiruzen as he handed over the child to Yagao and began to move towards the council chamber. Each step felt heavy, as he had the hat that he passed down a few months ago happily to his successor. Oh, Minato, I wish things didn't have come to this. And so once more adoring the hat, he entered the office with a sigh, and then towards the chair and sat down. This meeting is in session. As there was a moment of deep silence, because what Hiruzen has said meant a lot to many people, because it indicated that their successor and their current Hokage has passed away. As Mibuki Haruna stood up first, Hokage-sama, we want to know what will happen to the child of Minato and Kushina. So you are aware. Yes, I was there alongside many other. I witnessed my friend die. I know that he is their son, but he also holds the Biju. I'm afraid that we are afraid of him. But as Kushina said, he is a hero to us. Who is holding back the Biju? But for how long? The Shinigami is powering that seal. Minato, that idiot, used the Hakai Fuyin, the Reaper that seal that the Uzumaki's invented. This seal allows the user to sacrifice his soul in exchange for the help of Shinigami to do anything. That includes sealing a Biju in a place forever, for eternity. And only the man who has done it can lift it. So, meaning that the one it is done, it cannot be reversed. Without any, things that are left behind in the seal. What could be that? Supposedly, every seal has a key, like a lock has a key. So if Minato didn't make any key for that lock that was made on Naruto, we don't have to worry. But knowing Minato, he might have. As that is when Danzo then said, standing up, even if that is true, we have a Jinchuriki at hand that we never faced or dealt with before. An infant Jinchuriki. We need to prepare him as soon as he begins to walk. And that is why I request that the child should be enough. We won't allow that, said the council of Shinobi's side. Minato and Kushina were both of our allies, friends, who we grew up with, fought alongside with. We have a lot in common, and we know for damn sure that they wouldn't have wanted that. Kushina was the previous Jinchuriki, and she was a damn strong Konoichi at that. Only second to Tsunade-sama in the whole elemental nation. Or have you forgotten that? If we train him properly, everything will be done. And besides, said Shikaku as he stood up, for Jinchuriki, emotions are important. Staying with Kushina and observing her closely, I have learned these things. What your methods have taught so far is that you are better at making puppets who would do your bidding without questioning your authority. And that is something that could be very dangerous, since the Biju could be able to easily manipulate the already broken mind of the child that you will break. as the civilians begin to realize what the Nara clan head has said and the outcomes of that. No, we also side with the Shinobi clan on this matter. Danzo-sama, I'm afraid that we, for the first time, are on the other ends of each side. We cannot agree with your terms. The Jinchuriki needs to have his emotions intact so that he has a consciousness that is healthy. But Hokage-sama, how did this happen? As Fugaku was the one who stood up and said, Can I? It was a rogue Uchiha, Obito Uchiha. We thought that he was dead in the third Great Shinobi War, but after a few years or so, he reappeared. How is that possible? The war only happened a few years ago. Almost 1.5 years, right? Yes. Then how come he was survived and we never recovered his body? We tried to look for his body. Minato himself, alongside Kakashi Hatake and some other Anbus did. But he wasn't discovered. As that is when Danzo then said. As Danzo then stood up and said, even if it was that damn rogue Uchiha, I want to know is how he was able to do that. Free the Biju and manipulate it? Simple, said Hiruzen as he stood up. All of us saw a pattern of Sharingan that was different and yet the same in the eyes of the Biju. It is the Mangekyo Sharingan, the ultimate curse and power of the Uchihas. Only be awakened when you sacrifice something that you love, mainly a person. As everyone was disgusted by that. As that is when we see Fugaku returned back as the meeting came to an end. Fugaku had a talk with his own council, and his council was enraged and even kicked him off from the head of the clan head chair, and one of the new Uchihas were made the Kage, the much more arrogant ones. As now we see, back at Fugaku's house, Mikoto was sad that her friend has died, and so was Fugaku because his friend was dead as well. As now we see Itachi was small, and his baby brother Sasuke was just an infant as well, then said, Mother, father, is everything alright? Said Itachi. Everything is fine, son. But when the time comes, you need to protect Sasuke. As Mikoto gasped, as Itachi's eyes widened because even at that age he was able to realize what his father meant. Because the clan hatred might grow, and they have already begun to blame Fugaku for all of this. And as time began to pass by, the Konoha council was not quite happy with what has happened, and the only family that Konoha villagers were able to endure was the Fugaku and his family from the Uchiha clan. The rest of the Uchihas have grown arrogant ever since, after finding out that the people begin to hate them. They were getting more and more out of hand, and that is why the clan was moved to the other side. Seeing this, the Yugas were quite happy since the Uchihas were their rivals, but even Hiyashi was quite mad that his friend and comrade Fugaku has been treated as such. Are you sure everything is alright, Fugaku? Everything is fine. It's just the clan can't handle the truth because of some old men who still hold the grudge against the Senju, thinking of the old past times, still, even at this day, after hundreds of years. I can't believe this. They want something bad, and that is a Kage, that is an Uchiha. As that is when Itachi, who was on the other side watching over his sibling, passed by. As Fugaku then said, "You know, your boy has a great tendency to be the next Hokage if he wishes to be." You mean Itachi? Of course. He has a mind of a Hokage. He thinks like one, and he's a prodigy in his own right, able to participate in a war at such a young age. Don't you think so that he has a potential? I do think so, but I don't think that I want my son to be a powerhead struggle between the clan and, well, the village. I don't wish for him to choose this. What do you mean by that? The clan pretty much has kicked us off. We don't have any power. We're just living there as, well, the stains of the clan who have stained them. But even so, we're getting by. I am still loyal to this village, don't get me wrong, but I have to earn back the trust of my clan somehow. Do you think those old pompous bastards who have done this to you would allow this to happen? No, they finally have gotten what they wanted. They have taken you out of the picture, the equation, said Inoichi. You're right, Inoichi. But as the former clan head, I still need to try on behalf of my father and for my family. As now we see, time begin to pass by as Naruto and, well, the other kids begin to grow. Naruto, obviously, thanks to Hiruzen, was sent to the orphanage, but the people now knowing about him as the jailer was treated as a hero because each and every moment he was breathing and was just there, he was protecting them from the Biju. And so they respected him and treated him kindly like any other normal child would be. And so Naruto began to train under Hiruzen guidance. And soon as he entered the academy, he wasn't held back as well. He was treated rightly and trained. Naruto absorbed everything like sponge, but the hell broke loose when Naruto began on his own to do the jutsus. And that is when Hiruzen, who was shocked to find out that Naruto could make the Rasengan after mastering each and every through step, he asked Naruto how he did it. As Naruto told him that he just remembered the steps somehow and was able to do it. And that is when a flashback kicked into Hiruzen. Before his death, Kakashi said something that the knowledge, skills, and all of the jutsus passed down to Naruto. Meaning down Naruto had multiple affinities and he could be able to possibly use the jutsus and even best the dojutsu of both Obito and Kakashi passed down to Naruto as well. And this once was revealed to the council. The new Uchiha Council clan had demanded that Naruto's eyes to be ripped out and given to the Uchiha clan head. Why? Simply because the Uchihas were the elite clan who possessed the Sharingan and they were not going to allow any outsider to have it. As now we see, Hiruzen outright denied it, saying that Naruto's eyes weren't black or that of Uchiha's. It was blue, and it was his birthright eyes. And it was Shinigami's intervention, and that is why it cannot be done. And because of that and that moment alone, the tensions began to grow high between the clan as well as the whole village, to the point that there were some skirmishes and even a threat of the civil war between. Seeing this, Itachi was already a Nanbu, knew that he had no choice. As Naruto, who was being told to train under Kakashi and Shisui, Itachi and Shisui then began to notice this as well, as both of them were on edge. What is it? Why are you two so on edge? Ah, so you noticed, said Shisui. As that is when we see Itachi then said, Naruto, there might be a chance of civil war between our clan and the village. There might be a chance that we might see each other again, but as enemies, not as friends as we see each other now. As Naruto chuckled and began to laugh, even if that happens, I know for sure that who my allies are and whom are they not, Nissan. As Itachi smiled, now knowing that he has taught Naruto the right way. I'm glad that you know. But we still need to take care of this, said Itachi with a frown. I have to go now. Shisui, take Naruto home. As now we see, Shisui decided to take Naruto home, while on the other side, Itachi will go towards him to see that he had arrived back at home, to see that his father was on the ground and bleeding. As he pointed towards the upstairs, Itachi's eyes widened as he dashed towards upstairs, unholstering his kunai to see that his mother was slashed with a katana by a Uchiha. As this shocked Itachi, but at the same time, being the genjutsu master he was, he used his Sharingan to cast a genjutsu on the assassins that were there, and immediately reduced there were 50 assassins that all he took care of within mere moments. And after standing there, his eyes then fell upon the cuts that were on his body. Damn it. Poison. As Itachi said this, he knew that he had to do something. Opening a door, that he found that Sasuke was there, and he was a shivering mess. Why is the clan doing this to us? Itachi, seeing this, knew that he had to do something, and that is what he did. He used his Sharingan to erase Sasuke's memories of the whole incident, suppress them. I'm doing this to protect you, Sasuke, and always remember, I love you. As now we see Shisui arrive just in the nick of time. What the hell is going on? Why is there so many dead bodies? Why is uncle and aunt laying down on the ground and Sasuke like this? Shisui, take Itachi, Sasuke to, well, Hokage. Keep hiding yourself. And request Hokage that they reveal to everyone that you have perished as well. Why? What are you going to do? I'm gonna execute The plan B that I discussed with you. As Shisui's eyes widen, what? You can't be serious. I have suppressed his memories of what has he seen. Even if I turn out to be the villain, that so be it. But I'm not gonna allow these bastards to ruin the Uchiha image that they already have ruined. That my father worked so hard to change after the second Hokage's regime. What are you gonna do? What I should have done. He said, extracting the katana from his mother. As that is when he said, I'm gonna slice these motherfuckers. With that being said, Shisui was seen on the pole again, bending to his knees as his eyes were morphed red. What happened and followed next was an all-out massacre, carried by an injured Itachi. As now we see, after the massacre was finished, Itachi was panting heavily, as he was approached by a person from the shadows. Greetings, Itachi Uchiha. Your skills are something that we can use for our leverage. Raising an eyebrow, Itachi decided it was time to leave, while on the other side, Shisui did what he was told to do. And when the news was revealed, it was revealed that Itachi Uchiha killed every single one of the Uchiha clan member, even Shisui included. As Shisui has gone into hiding and became a Anbu of Hokage as well, to keep himself hidden. While on the other side, Sasuke, once woken up, was told this news and he was shocked. He hated Itachi to the core. He couldn't remember why would his Nissan do this, but the fact and the truth was in front of him. His brother massacred the whole clan, even his own parents, and that twisted his guts. As Sasuke was traumatized after that, but he could still remember what has his Nissan been like and how come he changed. He wanted that to know. While on the other side, Naruto, on his own right, had some thoughts as he was watching Sasuke. A few days ago when the massacre happened and Sasuke was recovered, Naruto has discovered that Itachi visited him while he was still injured, and told him that he was leaving the village while becoming a rogue. He has executed the whole Uchiha clan. That came to as a shock to Naruto, as Naruto knew the sadness inside Itachi's eyes. The only thing he requested was to protect Sasuke, and Naruto was there for him. Now, as Naruto decided in the present that he needed to take care of Sasuke, so he moved forward. You're Sasuke, right? We're in the same class. What do you want? Look, I'm not gonna say I know how you feel. I never had a family to begin with. Okay? Seemingly you lost as well. Right now, what are you getting at? I was close to your brother, before he changed out of nowhere like you said. I still, to be honest, can't believe that he's the one who executed all the clan. But the facts are there, aren't they? Can't you see for yourself? Oh, I can. What did he told you before he left? As Sasuke's eyes went, how did you? He told me something as well. He told me that never interfere in Sasuke's life. I think he wants to make your life miserable. As Sasuke's eyes narrowed, he already has. Oh, is he now? He wants you to think that way. I have learned from Itachi, thanks to Hokage-sama, and I know for sure that he has been playing mind games on you. He was the Genjutsu master, after all, of Konoha, much more than so than Kurenai Yuhi as well. What are you getting at? I think we need to stick together. What did he wanted you to do? He wanted me to, from what I can remember, I guess suffer. Then don't. This pain, you will have your revenge on Itachi soon. Very soon. I'm sorry, Nissan, thought Sasuke to Naruto himself, but right now this is the only way I can get close to him. And so, Naruto and Sasuke began to get close and train after the academy years. And once the academy came to an end, Naruto and Sasuke were already friends and had a bond with them. And Sasuke has vowed that he would never follow the path Itachi has chosen. While on the other side, Naruto has also vowed that he will get Sasuke even with Itachi. Even knowing that Itachi was the one who protected him. I'm sorry, Nissan. As now we see, Naruto and Sasuke were now in Team 7, and their sensei was Yamato. And so they begin to do their missions as in canon. And finally, the Land of Waves arc arrived, in which they went and helped out Tazuna, this time much more efficiently because Naruto and Sasuke were strong. And Naruto and Sasuke also yelled at Sakura for being nothing more than a fangirl, and she decided to change that as well. So Yamato began to train her, while Naruto and Sasuke continued to train together. All the while, once they returned back after dealing with Kato and Zabuza, we see that the Chunin exams were being held. And in these Chunin exams, Naruto and Sasuke needed to come up with a plan. What's the plan here, Naruto? How are we gonna deal with this Chunin exams? Mainly, there are three steps to the Chunin exams: the written, the force of death, and the and the finals, in which we have to face a shinobi. So, what are you getting at? Simple. We need to make sure that the second test especially, is passed at all cost. Why the first? First test is a information gathering test to see that if you get caught while gathering information or not. I see. And what is the other one? The force of that. One scroll will be given to you, the other will you must hunt down the team and take it from them. And that is allowed in this test. I see. We're gonna not do that, it's Sasuke. What? We're gonna avoid killing. But Naruto, how are we gonna get the scroll? Easy way out. By tricking and doing what we do best. Fine. And so the Chunin exams began. And as Naruto decided to discuss with Sasuke, the first exam went as a breeze because of what was going to happen. The second exam, though, they did kind of ran into a trouble after gathering a scroll from a a rain country team. And that was Orochimaru himself. Naruto could sense snakes from him. In using, at that moment, unlocking his Sharingan and having the knowledge of how to use it, Naruto used Kamui on both of his teammates alongside himself. Just in the nick of time, as Orochimaru bite mark missed his point, as Sasuke was saved. As now we see, they teleported towards the tower where they need to go and became the second team tied to the first team, only by a mere millisecond, who have come there. As now we see, Naruto was panting heavily. As Sasuke's eyes went, "You have a Sharingan?" "Yeah, I think I need some questions to be answered." As Naruto alongside Sasuke went towards the Hokage office, and there the whole truth was revealed. As Sasuke then says, "So that is why the clan was always against my father and mother." "Yes, your father and mother, they were the only real Uchihas. Your clan wanted to start a fight." "Gigi, what do you mean?" "You see, Itachi came to me." "Gigi, don't. He needs to know, Naruto. Itachi would have wanted that now that he has an illness." "What illness?" "Remember that he was stabbed by these kunais which were poisoned, aimed for the parents and Sasuke? Then he went back that day after training you?" "Yeah." "Don't tell me that he was slashed by a few of them, and the sickness has spread. It was chakra poison. It has been killing him slowly." As Naruto made a few hand seals as the memories of Sasuke were unsuppressed, as Sasuke's eyes widened, and immediately a Mangekyo Sharingan activated on his own because of the pain as well as shock he felt. "I can't believe this. How is this possible?" "This is the truth, Sasuke. You knew? Nissan came to me. He wanted me to get close to you, but at the promise that you will not know the truth by me, and only Hokage-sama will reveal it. And so, he has decided to do it now. But why now of all the times? Itachi is close to dying," said another voice, as an Anbu arrived there and lifted up his mask. "And we need to make a tour for him. He's living in the rice country right now. But you boys say the preliminary rounds are yet to be held in 5 days. You have enough time to go and get back." As deciding that Itachi was more important, Sasuke and Naruto decided to leave with Shisui, who was surprisingly alive. And after arriving there, we see that Itachi was much more weakened, in a weakened state, as he looked towards Sasuke and said, "Sasuke, so you know." As Sasuke was on the verge of tears, nodded, as his Mangekyo, because of the pain itself, activated unconsciously. "You have the eyes. See. So you regained your memories for real, huh? I know what happened that night. But why did you take the blame on yourself?" "It was for the best. I knew you would be able to change the fate of the Uchihas. Our father and his father has worked hard after the second Hokage to make sure that the Uchihas were seen in a good light. I wouldn't allow some American people to change that way. If I have to kill them and take the blame, then so be it. As Sasuke was on the verge of tears, and so was Naruto. But now you don't have to. We might still find a way to heal. I went to Tsunarisima. The sickness is far too much spread. Chakra has been poisoned alongside the chakra quells itself. I won't be able to make it. Shisui. As Shisui moved forward towards Itachi, as a jar was placed, what are you going to do? Said Naruto, having a sick feeling. I will pass away soon. And once I do, I want my eyes to be given to Sasuke. Only then you will achieve the true power of the Uchihas, the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. As Sasuke's eyes widened, but I don't need this power. I know you don't, but it will help you and the future Uchiha clan, Sasuke. Always remember, he said, placing his forehead next to Sasuke with a smile on his face. I love you, and I will always be there with you and be proud of you, and so would be our parents. And I'm proud of you too as well, Naruto. Promise me we'll stick together for one another. Always, said Naruto, as he hugged both Naruto and Sasuke before his hands went limp on their backs, as both of their eyes went wide as tears fell down in silence. Shisui sent them outside as he extracted the eyes and took Itachi's body in a scroll and buried it somewhere safe. And after paying their respect, they returned within 3 days. And soon as they returned, Itachi Sasuke went underway a surgery of implanting those eyes within his own. And once he lifted up the head bandages, his Sharingan was blazing anew, the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. And he was pissed because he couldn't get his revenge on the clan was betrayed his family. But now, knowing that they were rotting in hell, he was somewhat satisfied. As now we see, the preliminary rounds began as in canon, and so they came to an end. Sasuke went to train with his new powers, with Shisui. Sakura went to train with Yamato. Naruto, who was left behind, was approached by Jiraiya of the Sannin, and so the training between the three of them began. After a month passed, the final exam began. But during this phase, we go towards Otogakure, where we see Orochimaru pissed, because not only Uchiha slipped, turns out there was another Uchiha who was alive. And on the other side, the newly formed and established Akatsuki leader, and the Akatsuki was there. It was the leader Nagato, who was once a fake one. And now their goal was to gather the 10 tails and revive it, and then to the world domination. From its ashes, a new world will rise. They were not interested in the Moon Eye plan any longer, because it was turned out Zetsu was behind all of that. Zetsu and many others like Deidara, as well as Hidan, has been long since killed. Those who were far too much corrupt have been killed by them. The cleansing within them has been done, and Konan and Nagato now want it to gather the Bijus, knowing that the finale of Konoha will be held in the Konoha Stadium, where each and every Kage, even Otogakure's Kage, Iwagakure's Kage, Oniki would be there alongside the Jinchuriki to display their power, and all the daimyos will be there. It was a golden chance and opportunity for them to gather all the Bijus in one go and declare war on the elemental nations. And so they arrived. And once the finale began, they alongside Orochimaru attacked because of their arrogance, but they too had the power to back it up. Naruto at one point was injured, and so was Sasuke, because of their newfound powers that they were amateurly using, while there was hell loose everywhere, because everyone was running around like a headless chicken, trying their best to survive. Naruto and Sasuke's eyes closed shut, and they found themselves in a plane, standing next to each other in front of an old man, who gave them the sun and the moon seal, telling them about who they really were. After awakening the power of Asura and Indra, his sons, Naruto was able to use the Mokitan as well alongside the Renegans that were placed in his both eyes, while Indra's Renegarden was given to, Sasuke, who also, with his newfound power, rose to the power with 2 new titans. Naruto, thanks to his Renegan, was able to make the Kyubi do his bidding. Because Kyubi realized that he was a child of prophecy from his father's prophecy, he decided that it would be for the best, better than being a part of the 10 tails. So, Naruto and Kyubi for the first time worked together and KCM state was activated. As Naruto in KCM2 state and Sasuke in the, well, Susanoo state were able to take down the Akatsuki as well as Orochimaru forces once and for all and become the newfound saviors of not only Konoha but of the whole elemental nations, because almost 80% of the elemental nations, which was the major population and major villages, were there alongside their daimyos. And they were all pleased with the boys and their strength because they were walking guards amongst men. And the other nations who were enemies of Konoha at the time knew for sure that Konoha has a stronger generation than any other, and they would do whatever it takes to protect their home. As all of this went down, we see that peace treaty after peace treaty came, and Naruto, alongside with Sasuke, were regarded and hailed as the heroes. Now Sasuke was confessed by Sakura in a heartful manner, and Sasuke, for the first time, seeing that now he didn't need any revenge and no need to act cold, smiled and accepted it, and began to date as well. Well, on the other side, Naruto approached Ino of all the girls, who was a fangirl of Sasuke, and decided to console her. And within consoling her, he ended up confessing. And due to that, Ino's eyes widened and she hugged out Naruto right there at that moment and decided that, screw Sasuke, Sakura could have him. Naruto was so much better. And so, the two of them found themselves quite troublesome women to date. All the while, Shikamaru and Choji watched this from afar. See that, Choji? That is why women are troublesome. What do you mean by that? Said Tamari no Sabuko as she arrived near him with a smirk. I would like you to accompany me, Shikamaru. Nara. As Shikamaru was then dragged, as Choji chuckled. Seems like you found yourself one too. As both of them blushed, but continued on anyway. As Choji began to eat his snacks, while enjoying the sunset. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this short movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yes, as I mentioned before, I will be uploading a story today or tomorrow to Apollo Chia channel, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, this is it for the day. For the time being, peace.